In the grand tapestry of life, one of the most profound and transformative lessons that we can embrace is the age-old wisdom of don't take anything personally. This deceptively simple but profoundly insightful piece of advice, often attributed to the Toltec wisdom tradition, offers a gateway to inner peace, spiritual growth, and profound self-discovery. In a world fraught with judgment, criticism, and constant comparison, mastering the art of not taking anything personally is a spiritual path that beckons us to explore the depths of our being and unveil the true nature of our existence. Before we delve into the profound implications of not taking anything personally, it's crucial to understand the source of human suffering. The root of our suffering lies in our attachment to our own self-image and the way we allow external events and the opinions of others to define us. This attachment causes us to feel hurt, offended, and wounded by the words and actions of those around us. We let the judgments and criticisms of others seep into our very being, leading to feelings of unworthiness and inadequacy. The ego, that fragile construct of our personality, is the primary driver behind our propensity to take things personally. It craves affirmation and validation, and it seeks to bolster its sense of self-worth through external recognition. When someone criticizes us or offers a negative opinion, the ego interprets it as an attack on its very existence, sparking a cascade of emotions ranging from anger and sadness to defensiveness. The ego's role in taking things personally is akin to building a fortress around the heart. We construct barriers to protect ourselves from perceived threats, closing off our ability to engage in genuine, authentic relationships with others. This self-imposed isolation leads to loneliness, disconnection, and a profound sense of emptiness. The path of not taking anything personally invites us to release our attachment to the ego's desires and the judgments of the world. It is a transformational journey that leads to freedom and liberation. Here are some key insights and practices to guide us on this spiritual quest. Self-reflection. The journey begins with self-reflection. To understand why we take things personally, we must examine our own thoughts, emotions, and reactions. This requires a willingness to confront our insecurities, fears, and unresolved issues from the past. By understanding our triggers, we can begin to detach from them and gain control over our responses. The power of perception. Recognize that each person's perception of reality is unique and shaped by their own experiences, beliefs, and biases. What others say or do reflects their inner world, not necessarily the truth about you. By understanding this, you can begin to cultivate empathy and compassion for others, even when their words or actions may be hurtful. Inner validation. Seek validation from within rather than relying on external sources. Cultivate self-love, self-acceptance, and a strong sense of self-worth that doesn't waver based on others' opinions. This inner validation is a potent shield against the impact of external criticism. Detachment is a central theme in spiritual teachings across cultures and traditions. In Hinduism, Buddhism, and various other spiritual philosophies, detachment is seen as the key to inner peace and liberation. It is the practice of remaining untethered to the ever-changing winds of external opinion. Detachment does not mean becoming indifferent or apathetic. It allows us to engage with the world from a place of inner strength and serenity. It liberates us from the emotional roller coaster of life's ups and downs. When we detach from the need for external validation, we discover our own authentic power and are free to express ourselves without fear of judgment. One of the most significant illusions we must confront on this journey is the illusion of control. We often believe that we have control over how others perceive us and how events unfold in our lives. However, this belief is a source of suffering because in reality, we have very little control over external circumstances and the perceptions of others. Recognizing our lack of control is not a defeat, but a victory. It liberates us from the burden of trying to manage the uncontrollable. When we stop trying to control external factors and the opinions of others, we are free to focus on what we can control: our own thoughts, feelings, and actions. Human society is a dance of opinions, a never-ending swirl of judgments and perceptions. In this dance, everyone has their own unique style and rhythm. Just as no two snowflakes are identical, no two perspectives on reality are the same. When we truly grasp this concept, we can step back from the dance and observe it with curiosity and compassion. Each opinion is like a fleeting moment in time, a drop in the vast ocean of human experience. When we stop taking these opinions personally, we can appreciate the diversity of the dance, recognizing that each person's steps contribute to the intricate beauty of the whole. Forgiveness is a potent tool on the path of not taking anything personally. Forgiving those who have hurt us is not about condoning their actions, but about releasing the burden of carrying their words and deeds within us. Holding on to resentment and anger only prolongs our suffering. When we forgive, we release the chains that bind us to the past. We set ourselves free from the grip of old wounds and open the door to healing and transformation. Forgiveness is an act of self-compassion, as it allows us to let go of the pain that keeps us attached to the ego's desires. Practice self-awareness. Cultivate self-awareness by observing your thoughts, emotions, and reactions without judgment. Notice when you are taking things personally and make a conscious effort to detach from that tendency. Reframe negative thoughts. When you find yourself internalizing criticism or negative feedback, reframe the situation. Ask yourself if there is any truth in what has been said, and if there is, use it as an opportunity for personal growth. Focus on self-love. Regularly engage in self-love practices such as positive affirmations, self-care, and self-compassion. Building a strong foundation of self-worth will make it easier to detach from external validation. Embrace a mindful lifestyle. Incorporate mindfulness practices into your daily routine, such as meditation and yoga. These practices will help you stay present and centered, making it easier to let go of external judgments. Cultivate compassion. Practice empathy and compassion towards others. When you understand that everyone is on their own journey and struggling in their own way, it becomes easier to not take their words and actions personally. The art of not taking anything personally is a profound and liberating journey towards spiritual growth and self-discovery. By releasing our attachment to external validation and the judgments of others, we can break free from the chains of suffering and experience a deep sense of inner peace and authenticity. This path invites us to embrace self-awareness, self-love, and forgiveness, while also recognizing the power of detachment and the illusion of control. It teaches us to dance gracefully in the ever-changing landscape of human opinions, appreciating the diverse perspectives that make up the rich tapestry of existence. As we walk this path, we discover the true essence of our being, untouched by the judgments and opinions of the world. We find our authentic power and learn to express ourselves with courage and vulnerability, free from the shackles of the ego. In the end, the journey of not taking anything personally is a sacred pilgrimage to the core of our existence, where we connect with the timeless wisdom that has echoed through the ages. Know thyself, and you shall be free.